Good morning, folks. I said last night I was going to talk about my horror story with myasthenia, but this is for anybody out there who's got myasthenia. I believe there's only about 8 or 9,000 cases in the whole of the UK. Research is low cost-wise because it's such a rare condition. Let me start 2.5 years ago, and I'll try not to bore you. And this will be a tough watch at times, and I might go a bit off track, but that's the brain fog that you tend to get with this condition. I was always a happy-go-lucky person. Loved working. 39 years I worked for. Loved driving my car. And then 2.5 years ago, while I was at work, my eye shut, my left eye, the right side of my mouth dropped, and at times you'll probably see that on camera. My voice was a bit strange, my arms were weak, and I was sent home. My wife immediately phoned the doctor, and my wife will be a massive part of this video because she is my lifeline. Simple as that. I will apologise if I get emotional during this video, because myasthenia gravis changes your personality and everything about your life. So I apologise if I go off track or I seem to be going back over things, but that is me, and that's the way I'll try to deal with this video. And it'll also explain why I've now started to go onto YouTube and do a little hobby, if you like, something for me and my wife. But so 2.5 years ago, I got took to hospital after phoning the doctors. My wife, they thought, go straight round. I went straight round the doctors within 10 minutes, and they sent me straight off to the stroke unit at the local hospital. After a couple of days of tests, the stroke was not established, but didn't really know what it was, despite many doctors seeing me and loads of tests and things. And then months it took, seeing doctors, talking to people, and I was sent to an eye specialist about 30 miles from here. And within seconds, this gentleman his consultant knew exactly what it was. And he said, I'm afraid you've got myasthenia gravis. I couldn't talk to him because what I was saying wasn't coming out. It was gobbledygook. My eye was tightly shut. My mouth had dropped, and it's never really recovered fully because it's muscle weakness. Myasthenia gravis, top and bottom of it is the receptors from your brain to your muscles to tell them what to do don't work. So my arms, my legs, well, basically every muscle in my body is affected by this condition. I have the general myasthenia gravis after having what will look like initially the optical one. So I'm immediately took away from work. My driving licence was stripped from me because I had chronic double vision, blurred vision. Still suffer with that today, but not to the extreme that I had then. And you'll say, well, you look okay now. Well, I'm thinking you're saying that, but you're thinking, good God. Overnight, my life changed. Couldn't drive, couldn't work after 39 years of working. And I didn't really know what to do, I didn't know what was happening to me. So I decided to try to deal with what was this and look into it, join forums. And everything I read on these forums, and there's some good forums out there, and there's a brilliant support group called My Aware, and they are probably my real support. They're brilliant. I try to donate to them when I can, because their research, as little as it may well be, every little helps, really. So how has it affected me? Brain fog, I mentioned that earlier on. If I go on a car journey, I can't see properly, everything's a blur. It's motion. The motion affects me, the movement of my eyes, and my ability to focus. I can't walk more than a couple of yards. And every step I take anyway is uncomfortable, because my legs are feel like jelly. My arms, I get terrible shakes in my arms. My wife won't let me make drinks because I've burnt myself in the early stages of this. I burned myself a couple of times with the kettle, so that's a no-no now. Obviously I can't drive, I can't work. I was laid off from work on medical grounds at 56. 56 people, 56. Active all my life, worked all my life, and then it's all taken away from you. My independence, not being able to drive, taken away from you. I have a mobility scooter now that I use to go to the town, which is a few hundred yards away, and that is my life, basically. So, how do I cope? I don't really. I have to, but I cope because my wife is there for me. My wife Dee is an angel, an absolute angel. She gets me up in the morning. She works during the night, so while I'm asleep. So she's there for me when I get up in the morning, gets me up in the morning. She helps me get dressed. She helps me get washed. She helps me with certain toilet needs. She takes me to doctors, hospital appointments, blood tests. Every week, a couple of times every week, I'm at hospital or a doctor's or a blood supply unit. I'm sorry, this is... My personality's changed. I was a happy, outgoing, go-lucky person. And anyone who worked with me in the past and have seen me, I used to be a DJ as well, I see the personality change in me. I can't stress enough the weakness. The weakness you feel in every single part of your body prevents you doing things. So you'll say, well, so what do you do on a daily basis? I sit here, this chair, this is my day, probably 350 days a year. The other 15, I'll go away, and I started going away in November. Why do I go away? For this. I have to have something in my life. My wife is my everything, absolutely everything. Without her, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't survive. I wouldn't get through a day. I wouldn't be able to do anything for myself. I get meals, takeaways, because I don't want to do my wife to do everything. Don't get me wrong, I don't live on takeaways, but it's a treat. It's something that I took for granted before is now a treat. It's a special treat having a takeaway. Going away with my wife is my way of thanking her, despite the pain I'm in and the discomfort and the weakness. It's my way of thanking her for everything she does for me. Dee is amazing, absolutely amazing. So what do I do? I sit in this chair and I watch telly. But telly, I tend not to look at the telly too much because it affects my vision. There's no other way of saying it. So I sort of listen to the telly and have the odd glimpse at the telly. And days are long and boring and hard, depressing. And I'm so pleased that Denise, she does everything, and I can't lie, and it's everything. Bless her, she works, but she only works a few hours because she has to be here. She's my carer. She has to be. I can't go anywhere or do anything without her. And I was such an independent person. Does it hurt? It hurts like hell. Yeah, of course it does. You're an active person, you're a happy-go-lucky person, and then it's stripped from you overnight, literally overnight. Do we know how we get myasthenia? No, and we probably never will. Certainly not in my lifetime. I'm 58 and a half now. And you know what? There's times when I've just thought, oh, what's the point? But I have to be. But then I think, I've got a wife, I've got a daughter, I've got grandkids. I can't do anything with my grandkids. I can't do anything with my daughter. I can't go for a walk. So you're going to say, well, how do you manage on holiday? I hired a scooter. I was in Benidorm. And I had to, because I tried to walk. And at every opportunity, which was probably every 10 metres, I was having to sit down for 10 minutes. And anyone who knows Benidorm will know the prom, the Vandy Beach prom, up to Pontiac, probably half an hour, 40 minutes maybe, very most. 6.5 hours. It took me 6.5 hours. Stopping, starting. Not to take in the scenery, to get my breath back. So, to give my legs a rest. Because if I do anything, and because even walking to the toilet downstairs, which is literally 5 metres from where I'm sat, I'm exhausted. It's hard work. this condition upsets you. It does. It upsets you. But I don't want to be this sad person, so I want to tell this story today, my story of myasthenia, and reaching out to other people who've got this condition and people who may get this condition in future. Yes, my eyes are open now. My mouth's affected slightly. Yes, it is. But I sat in a restaurant with the Wetherspoons actually for breakfast 2.5 years ago, not long after developing this. And after about a third of the breakfast, I couldn't eat anymore. I couldn't chew. My muscles would not allow me to chew. I choke on food now on a daily basis because it affects your ability to swallow, because it's a muscle. It affects your ability to chew. So you've got to eat small pieces. My eyesight's affected. My arms are affected. I drink out of plastic beakers at times because my wife doesn't trust me with a cup, and if she makes me a cup, it's half full, so I won't spill it. I know this is probably very disjointed and I'm probably going all over the place, and I'm sorry, but I need to try to express this, how it makes me feel. I wouldn't wish this on anybody because it changes your life. I had a life. And people go, yeah, but you're going away. Well, yeah, I am going away. I'm going away for my wife, and I'm going away for my sanity. It's as simple as that. If we go to the hospital, which is probably my day out, she holds my hand, she has to support me. My legs are like jelly. If I go up a step or down a couple of steps, my legs buckle, literally. So my wife supports me, she holds me up. And if you see videos in future when we're away, I'll be pretty much sitting down and panning, and I hope that's good enough for people to get a sight of holiday. But I want you to know that I go on holiday for sanity and for something for me to look forward to other than sitting in this blooming chair. I bought this chair for comfort because I spend 9% of it. What have I had in the last 2.5 years? I've had a triple blood clot in my left leg because I was frightened. I didn't want to move. Because it was so difficult to walk. I can't stress how difficult it is to walk and to do things you always took for granted. Lifting a cup up, come on. Washing, my wife does it. My wife has to help me get washed, get me dressed, clean my teeth at times. There's nothing my wife doesn't do for me because I have what I always say to people: I have bad days and worse days. I don't have good days. I have bad days and worse days. Some days I won't get out of bed because I can't, and I don't want to push Ste&Dee to. I can't afford Ste&Dee to be injured or ill because I depend 100% on her. Life's long. It's hard now. I don't see anybody. I've took myself away from people because I don't feel comfortable socialising around people. can't express enough. I wish I could. I wish I had hours to tell you this story, but I don't. And I hope this is the last time you'll see me. It's why I wanted to do this today. I wanted to tell the Myasthenia story, my Myasthenia story. And people out there who've got this will get where I'm coming from. 100%. The eyes, the brain fog, the extreme muscle weakness, the reliability on people, the change in your personality, the change in everything about you. It matters. People's lives matter. But my life changed 2.5 years ago in April 21. So actually it's 3 years ago. Sorry, 3 years ago it changed. And I mentioned about the triple blood clot in my leg because I was sitting because I couldn't face getting up out of the chair and walking. A triple blood clot in my left leg from me knee to my groin. That was scary. And it happened overnight and it happened on Halloween. Bear with me. I've got diabetes type 2 now because of medication, they believe, because of what I'm on for my myasthenia. Long before myasthenia, I had COPD. I had cancer back in 2017 and I had a partial nephrectomy of my right kidney. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, I can't listen to this man anymore. Well, please don't turn off, because this isn't how I want to be. This is how this has made me. And there is going to be happier times out there for me. Happier times because I've got to push myself to give myself those happier times. I want to go away, as I said, for sanity and for something to look forward to than sitting in this chair day in, day out, watching my life pass by. Last year, I lost the most special person in the world, my mum. I previously lost my dad, and then my brother died of COVID back in 2020. At the age I am now. And then my beloved mum died in August last year. And it was in August last year, and that's a lady who I couldn't go and see on as often as I would like because I just wasn't well enough to go, or I didn't look right. And she was in a care home, and I didn't want to frighten her. At times when my eyes shut and my mouth drooped, and I couldn't talk and I couldn't drink because I choke daily. I choke every day. I've got so careful how I eat, what I eat. I daren't eat. I won't eat when my wife's not in. My wife does have to pop round to her elderly mother's, but she's never out very long because she knows that at any time I could have a what they call a myasthenia crisis, where because I've got COPD, breathing's affected because it's a muscle again. Your body is all muscles, and Myasthenia Gravis, the general, affects every part of your body. It's not nice, this condition, not nice at all. I wish I could turn the clock back and get my whole life back, but I can't, and I have to accept what I've got and move forward. But I will, after this, try to cope better, if you like. I don't cope well at all with this condition. It makes me miserable, and I hide things from people. I don't don't express how I feel. I just try to keep it in as best I can. Does anybody really, truly understand how I feel? No, they don't. Unless the people out there who hopefully will view this will know exactly how I feel. And God bless you. And I know you'll be nodding your head when I'm saying things about you, how it affects you, because you know. Does my consultant know? No, he's trained. He's trained in neurology and various neurological conditions, but does he truly know how I feel? No. How would he? He doesn't suffer it. So nobody knows, other than people who've got this, exactly how this condition affects you. And I say bad days and worst days. Your worst days, you don't want to be here. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not holding that back. You don't want to be here on your worst days, and on your bad days, you barely want to be here. So you've got to have something. And in October, I decided, probably October 23, I decided I've got to do something. My life is going nowhere, and it's not going to. But I can't, for my wife, who deserves so much more, and is held back because of me and the condition, but she never moans. She's there for me 100% of the time. She deserves a holiday or two, and she'll get those holidays. As much as it's hard for me, it's difficult for me, we will relax on holiday, because I can't do anything other than relax on holiday. And when I do the videos coming up in the future, there'll be pan shots, basically, from a sedentary position. I can't gallivant around the town. People had been in bloody sleep 6.5 hours to go from Levante Beach to Pontiac Beach. 6.5 hours. People had been asleep videoing that. So, there's so much more. There is so much more. And at times I will maybe do a diary, a video diary of certain days, but it's not going to be, this YouTube channel, Teesside Ste&Dee, is not going to be a maudling event. I wanted this story to come out. I wanted to explain why I've now gone onto YouTube, and why I will be putting things on YouTube, because I need something in my life. I needed a hobby, but something I can do from a sedentary position. For me, for this. Thanks for listening. I say there's so much more I could say, but I'm getting tired now. It's only 5:05 in the morning now, and this is normal. I go to bed 11, half 11. I'm up at 5 o'clock, and that's normal. I'm being tested for sleep apnea at the moment. Because I do choke in the sleep. I wake up choking. I choke on food. Look, I could keep repeating, and I probably have. So I'm going to stop now. And I'm going to all my Myasthenia friends out there, God bless you all. And I know how tough this is for you, because I live it every day. And nobody but us will ever understand how we feel. And to viewers, current and future, God bless you. I love you all. please subscribe to Ste&Dee. Sorry, Teesside Ste&Dee. And look forward to happier videos moving forward. Love you.